You ready, Dex?
We'll make it do what it do, baby. We'll make it do what it do.
You'll make it do what it do.
You know what I'm saying?
Episode 2, quality time. Let me introduce my co-host first, as a matter of fact, because we got 2 special people on the podcast in this episode. All right. Okay, don't act nervous now. Don't act nervous now. Okay. The first one over here is my guy Flex right here. Okay, music mogul. You know what I'm saying? Entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying?
He like that.
He like that. He feeling it. Look, he comfortable now.
Yeah.
All around good guy. You know what I'm saying? Good friend of mine. You know what I'm saying? Co-owner of the HQ. All right. Well, I think maybe you should introduce our guest today. What you think?
Oh, my guy, RedCarpetRich, my dog, my 10-year homie.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
He's been doing it for a long time.
It's actually kind of crazy how like me and you kind of met relatively recently, and we both kind of go like pretty far back. As a matter of fact, it's kind of interesting how shit comes full circle like that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I never seen that coming. Like
a lot of people don't.
Like out of all the relationships I've seen, all the friendships that I've seen, I never seen this one coming. This was like crazy. When I'm like, oh shit, yeah, all right, but it makes sense.
I feel like it's going pretty well though. I don't know. Sometimes that's what happens, right? Opposites attract, whatever you want to say, shit like that.
That's a fact.
Things work out.
All right, so RedCarpetRich, the first question I want to ask, because I know I definitely wanted to know this when we first linked up. Where does the name come from? As a matter of fact.
RedCarpetRich. Alright, so I'm technically red skinned, like an Indian. If people be so like, oh, he's Indian. So some people would say, oh, like red skinned or red. That nickname ain't really stick, but I always liked it better than any other nickname that I had. So when it was time to really be a rapper, I done went through a few different rap names, and I don't even want to go through them. And all of them they didn't sound like it for me. Anytime I even posted anything, I just seen the name and the song title, just the name would be like, oh, that's just not me. And then the RedCarpetRich shit came about because, so for the longest, even Dex for the longest, he probably attests to it. Niggas don't know my real name. So on Facebook and shit back in the day, I was on Facebook and any other social media websites, and Rich was always my alias or moniker and shit like that. So I was running with that because Rich Porter. So you feel me? He's a fly nigga, flashy nigga. Like you feel me? He's from New York. I'm from New York. He's from Harlem, but I'm from Brooklyn, so it's a little different. But I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna just run with that. My mom always told me you don't gotta tell nobody your real name. So the Rich shit was always something I kept in mind. And then the red carpet, that came about because of the skin, and niggas used to always be like, even though I'm not, I'd be in the trenches with niggas but just, you Hollywood. Cause you Hollywood. Bitches can't get next to you, you Hollywood. Niggas can't get next to you, you Hollywood. I'm like, oh, RedCarpetRich. That makes the most sense. Niggas say I'm Hollywood. I like flashy shit. I like cool shit. It's not even so much being flashy. I just like the extravagant lifestyle and shit like that. So the shit like that just be different. So.
Not for sure. I'm not gonna put you on the spot, but I'm definitely interested, maybe off camera, to know what those other rap names was.
That's a fact.
You feel me?
I got you. One of them, I actually almost got into a fight in high school over it because another nigga tried to say that was his name. Okay. And I'm like arguing with the nigga, and rest his soul, because the nigga died and shit too. That's kind of crazy, but and he actually stuck with the name. And I was arguing with him, like, yo, bro, this is my name, bro. Like, I got mad songs, and I'm saying that this is my name, bro. You're bugging. And he like, nah, this is my name. This, that, and the third. I'm like, nigga, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. We can fight for it, because fuck that. This is my name. And nigga, it ain't get nowhere. I realized, honestly, the next day that it was a really stupid name. For me, anyways, I could do better. If a nigga like that could come up with the same name as me, then I obviously need to hit the drawing board.
Fair enough.
You feel me?
I mean, at least it's got a story behind it. A lot of people be just hitting the Wu-Tang generator and shit like that. You feel me? Just
they got something like that.
Yeah, hell yeah. A few people got that shit. I think Post Malone did that. Childish Gambino did that.
It gives you names.
You put your name in the Wu-Tang generator, and it gives you a rap name.
Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's very unoriginal and no thought put into it. I can't respect niggas that do shit like that. What the fuck? I get it. Maybe you might need somebody else to give you that creative boost, but then should you really be doing music?
Who are your musical influences?
Shit. That's a pretty long list. I don't really fuck with too many of them heavy this day, but they like sparked the drive to do it. Jay-Z, of course. Not even just business wise. A lot of people would just say only business wise. Jay-Z's music and his work ethic, especially when niggas was doubting him, when niggas was thinking that he was kind of finished after Nas got at him and shit like that. His work ethic just like superseded everything else. Like it violated everything else. Like he worked so hard and shit like that. It motivated me. At one point in time, Joel Santana was my favorite rapper, and for the longest, there's not one Joel Santana and Lil Wayne song you can't play, and I won't know the words to it. Down to the ad-libs. I was fucking with both of them niggas, but I was fucking with Joel's more because I seen Lil Wayne was getting his whole swag from them niggas. Lil Wayne literally did that. It was smart. He's a chameleon. Like, you feel me? He's a young nigga and he grew up in music, so he got to go around all over the place. Which he actually, speaking of influences, he's another influence. He's actually one of the fathers for the generation because he made it to the point where you can be from anywhere. And because nowadays you're not from nowhere, you're from the internet.
That's a fact.
All your influences and everything comes from the internet. Mm-hmm. Niggas if you want to see how niggas in Houston living, you can go watch it. You can go watch it now. Before it wasn't like that. But Lil Wayne was doing stuff like that. He wasn't on camera all the time, and even when he was, that was some pioneer shit too. He's in Houston, chilling with niggas in Houston, like he's from there, chilling, drinking, sipping drink. He's in New York, in Harlem, chilling with fucking Jewels and Jim Jones and Cam and these niggas, chilling. And he can adapt to every part that he goes to. He's in Miami, like it's his home. Like, you feel me? He could go to California. Like, you feel me? He could tap into them different places, and that was like a big thing. Because nowadays people be trying to focus in on where they from and why music, why they try to make their music sound a certain type of way. But nowadays, it's no boundaries because there's sometimes where you're just going too far, where niggas can be like, okay, yeah, that nigga definitely just stole a page out of Chicago book, out of Cali book, out of this book, out of that book. There's nothing wrong with having influences, but to go seriously with music and then pursue with a specific sound, it's one thing to be versatile and do mad other music and shit like that. But if you're gonna go with a specific sound and try to like get to that next level with it, that's kind of stupid. Like it doesn't really make any sense. That's not really your sound. Now, like I said, your sound could be from anywhere else, but wouldn't you want it to reflect all the other places instead of just that one place? Like a nigga might listen to mad other music, Atlanta music, California music, Florida music, like Kodak and them niggas, New York music, even Philly rappers, and then he'll choose to rap like Chicago niggas. So you're and like go with that.
I think what happens with that is the influence of this generation came from Chicago, so that's just like the blueprint for the kids this time of day. Like, let's be on that type of shit because they were on that type of shit and they blew up. And look how many of them got famous.
Yeah,
it's not smart because not everybody's good at doing it. But when you got people like Chief Keef, you got a fucking mural of On, like kids are gonna be like, I want to be like that. It's like,
yeah, I mean, because
that's why they want to spit like that.
I was wondering, speaking of that too, Chief Keef's another influence. I wanted to get that nigga his shout outs, his flowers while that nigga still here and shit, because niggas be dying and shit like that. But he be pretty much out the way, which is a good thing. See, that nigga, I remember grown, like, because niggas kind of grew up in the same time. So we're the same age. So we like, it's kind of like you grew up with him, because you watching everything nigga doing. Now, I don't know dick rider shit. It was just, I've been a nigga that listen to music from other places. Like, I've been tuned into music all over the place. So when I found Chief Keef and Lil Reese and all them other niggas, I said, fuck it. I'm going to tune into these niggas because not only do I know, I could just tell just something about what they saying. So when you rapping about certain shit, you kind of tell who lying and who not. So when niggas is rapping about certain shit and they explaining certain details that only you would know if you did them things or was around those things, then you feel it even more. So that's why I was like, oh damn, yeah, I feel that. I fuck with this nigga. I remember going to school and telling niggas, yo, bro, this nigga gonna be the next big thing. Niggas laughing at me, my nigga. Niggas was laughing at me. I'm playing, before his name was G Herbo, his name was Lil Herbie, EBK.
And I was playing him, and all type of niggas was in the school like, yo, bro, why are you playing this nigga? I don't want to listen to no nigga named Lil Herbie. I don't want to listen to no nigga named Herb. He's a lame. That's some lame shit. So I'm like, oh, I bet. Y'all niggas don't know music. I'm telling you, this shit gonna take off.
Nah, these the biggest niggas.
Honestly, it's been like...
talking about Cheeky ain't on this. Cheeky ain't on that.
Yeah, you feel me? Shut the fuck up. Motherfuckers don't know that nigga. For real, though. Like, that shit be so funny. I really fuck with that nigga. I ain't gonna lie. I fuck with him. I fuck with Dirk, too. But musically influenced, like being like influenced by it, and not too much Dirk or Chief Keef, because my music is kind of very different. I do get the freestyling and like just rocking out, and sometimes even I used to record myself and shit like that. I got that. Not just he wasn't the first nigga to record himself, Chief Keef, but I was seeing how he was even on house arrest and shit like that, and he had all the shit in his house. He was recording, and I'm like, yo, you know what? I could do this shit myself instead of spending all this money and doing all this shit. Because I'm not gonna perfect my craft spending this money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be setting myself back over and over again. So I said, fuck it, let me just invest. Did that, and I really went at it hard. I was recording myself for a minute. I wasn't taking nothing else like going to no studios seriously or nothing like that. I was trying to just get my shit right. So that's where I like him being free in the studio and just rocking out and just vibing and recording himself, and even it not sounding the best, I got some type of influence from that. I'm like, oh, you know what? Sure. It's okay for you to vibe out, and sometimes maybe you being in the crib might be your most creative times, because that's your house. It's your it's your most comfort zone. Yeah, you go into a studio. There was times, and I'm glad I can say this now on camera and shit like that, and on a podcast. So to anybody that's ever even doubting themselves and shit like that, there's times where I know I be rapping some shit, like some shit where fuck 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10 it'll blow a nigga out the water. But there'll be times where I'm going to a studio, like my first time at Quad, and my first time, and it was some big ass Miami studio I had went to, and the first times there I had to go again. Because the first times I just couldn't catch it, and I just felt so much pressure, and I'm like, you know what, I can't, I don't know, I'm just fucking up. But that came from it not being comfortable. I wasn't comfortable. Sometimes you gotta bring a piece of home with you everywhere you go. So like, you feel me? When you go into a studio, you gotta be like, you know what, I'm making it now. I make it home. I get comfortable. I lay back. I relax. There was times where I would go into a studio and sit in one spot and not move. I'm not scared or nothing. I'm not timid or nothing like that. But it's like I'm not comfortable. So for me to get comfortable and feel my vibe, and actually even freestyle, bro, I never did this shit with another nigga recording me. I used to freestyle by myself because I'm like, you know what, a nigga might say some stupid shit. I freestyle with you so many nights, and like, you feel me, so many songs. Niggas done did so much shit. And this shit is off the top, off the head. Like, you feel me? And that's why I fuck with it, because this feels like a home. Like, you feel me? Because I've been here since day one. Mm-hmm. So, like, you feel me? This is, that shit is big. Not to get too much off subject, back to the influences and shit. It's a couple people that I really don't want to forget. And not just because he's dead. DMX. I fucked with DMX heavy. It was just something about how the nigga rapped and how he moved and just everything. Even though niggas was saying he was burnt out and he was a fiend and he was this and he was that, I actually come from an era where, like, my uncles was fiends and shit like that. So, like, you feel me? Even though they was fiends, they was some of the most gangsters people. So that don't make a nigga not gangster and not respectable because a nigga decided to do drugs and shit like that. The streets get to niggas. Niggas been in the streets for a long time. I get it. I fuck with X. X be saying some shit. Well, he was saying some shit, God rest his soul. Nas, I fucked with Nas. He was on some calm shit. That's kind of where I get, like, my not yelling thing from. I don't really do that yelling shit because that shit is kind of whack to me. I like expressing myself, and even if I'm saying some gangster shit, I'm saying it in a way where it's so smooth, where a nigga be like, you know what, I might even be able to rap this instead of, you know, sometimes some shit is too aggressive. Another person might not feel like they want to rap them songs. They might like the song, but they don't want to rap the song. They won't get on their Instagram and make a story of it because you're too aggressive. You're talking about smoking this nigga, doing this, doing that, killing this person, robbing this person, doing this, doing that, and you're not doing it in a smooth enough way to where people feel comfortable listening to the song in public. Like, you feel me? So it's just all about making shit easier for everybody else to digest and shit like that.
Not for sure. I mean, I want to go back to, you know, a few minutes ago you had mentioned you knew a lot of freestyle and shit. You have, like, quite a few songs And I actually just before this podcast started, I saw you drop that code. What was it? Code Red 3.
Yep.
You got 3 different covers. Let's talk about that. What's going on with that?
I could tell niggas this because this is a podcast and it probably won't be out till after it's out. So y'all niggas getting an exclusive. I'm about to fuck these niggas up because niggas ain't seeing nothing like this. I'm dropping 3 shits, but it's all under one name. But it's 3 different installments. Code Red is some shit that I've been doing since I first started rapping seriously. And the first one got deleted, and the second one stayed on SoundCloud. But to tell the truth, I'm not really proud of the music. Some of the songs are really good, even realizing how young I was and how unprofessional and immature even some of the things I was saying and stuff like that. So I didn't delete it, but I locked all those songs away, and you can't find those songs, you can't listen to those songs. That was Code Red 2, the one I locked away. But no funny shit. Code Red was like the thing that was my first thing that I was rolling with. So every time I dropped it, it did numbers. So I'm like, you know what? I'm coming back again, and I'm gonna do Code Red 3. It's been a long time since I did something like that. Like I'm talking about probably like 5-6 years type shit like that. So I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do different installments of different sounds because I could rap on any beat, but nigga might not want to hear me on a mellow beat or on some shit that's pain and shit like that. Nigga might want to hear some shit that's a vibe. So I made sure I had some of that. Speaking of the freestyle and shit, I got some songs up there where a lot of them actually where I just freestyled and shit, and I'm actually excited because I've been making music for a while and for a minute, and maybe because I wasn't freestyling for a minute, I feel like even sometimes what I'm saying, even though it's holding weight, it's not sticking well enough. Like, you feel me? So I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's because it's missing something. It's missing an authentic feel. Like, you feel me? It's missing you just going in there, you're not writing nothing, and you just letting your brain run. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do that. I got tired of getting back to the aggressive music. I got tired of hearing aggressive music. Mm-hmm. So when I freestyle, I'm myself 100%. And anybody know me, I'm not no rah-rah loud-ass nigga. I'm not the loudest nigga in the room. I be chilling. So shit like that, I'm like, you know what? So when I'm fuck all that loud music, I don't want to hear that rah-rah shit, that shit that where it pierce your ears and shit, it fuck your shit up. You don't want to hear it. It's just too raunchy. And you like, you know what? You want to hear some shit with a vibe. And I got tired of waiting for other people to drop songs like that because I knew it wasn't really like my specialty. I'm not really big onto shit like that. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to start doing it because I got a lot of experiences. I done seen a lot of shit. I done did a lot of shit. Especially now. This has been a long journey. I've been rapping and shit for a minute. I don't got no job. I ain't no part-time rapping ass nigga. Like, this is what I do. I rap. You feel me? And I've been doing it for a little while without having to have a job or having to do other things. This is my bread and butter. And it came a long way, and it only comes from hard work, and you got to keep going. I was just arguing with somebody the other day on Twitter. Not really arguing because I look at him as a friend, and he was just complaining about needing a job and shit. Like not that he don't have a job, but like a at home job where it's easier. So I said engineering because he engineers, and he said, "Oh, niggas don't got it out here, da da da. You'll spend all this time doing this, that, and the third for niggas, da da da." And I'm like, yo, bro, not even a name drop. I didn't name drop you and shit like that, but I let niggas know. I said, bro, my engineer is straight, and he don't have to record random niggas. He could record me and be straight if you want to be technical, and that's because I'm going to him. And then my man's who records niggas, who's an engineer, I fuck with him. I known him for a long time. So like, you feel me? I don't have no problem still giving him bread. But you don't want to work hard enough. That's what I'm telling them. Like, yo, that's all it is. You're not working hard enough. I don't like when people get into a hustle or you learn something. If you take the time to learn something and you don't apply it, you're an idiot. So you learn something, and that's even as harsh as it sounds, that's straight up, my nigga. And I don't even want to pull no punches with that. Like, you feel me? If you take the time to learn something and even go to school for something, because this nigga went to school for it and everything too. A lot of niggas don't even do that. He went to school for it. So he's paper ready. Like, you feel me? He got that shit on paper. He could do the shit on paper. He could actually charge niggas an arm and a leg if he really wanted to. Mm-hmm. He don't have to do that, though. And it takes baby steps. Like, you feel me? You got to build up to that level to where you don't got to worry about your real job and you can fall back. I was talking to somebody else today, somebody totally unrelated and not about music, but about hustling. Not just about hustling, but just about just whatever craft that you choose to do. It's very important that you work at it and you keep working at it instead of you doing it for a little bit and it don't make you $1 million and then you're upset.
That brings me to my next question with you. You never had a job, but the merch was flies for you.
We're just gonna get into that as well.
Oh, yeah,
sure,
back to that. CTOGS, we coming back and we coming back strong too. And I wanted to address a couple things about that, but the first thing is the positive things. So yeah, with the merch, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I wanna, and it's not to brag or nothing like that, but it's a proud moment for me to say that I made more money than niggas that sell drugs, niggas that I know that sell drugs, and this is a gangster fact on my son. I could drop dead right now. On my son off of selling T-shirts, hoodies, jackets, beanies, and fucking trucker hats. I done made more money than these niggas selling drugs. And that's not even to put nobody down that's selling drugs or to even try to like make them feel like they less. But it just shows you that if you put your hustle into something else, that's the same way. It's the same thing. I was riding around with a trunk with the back seat of a big ass box in the back seat with mad clothes in it. It was nothing but clothes in there. Like, you feel me? Like it was nothing but clothes in there at all whatsoever. Like, you feel me? Like, and that's all I was doing. I was riding around every day. I'm up in the morning, like how niggas get up in the morning and they go fiend hunting. I'm up in the morning and I'm writing people, letting people know, yo, bro, I got these shirts, this, that, and third. And actually, I fuck with you so much, bro. I'll give them. If you get more than one shirt, I'll give you a discount from you. I might even throw in a free shirt. I got so many different flavors. Like, you feel me? I got so much different shit. I'm gonna do that every time I see people. I'm letting them know. Well, fuck letting them know. I'm not the type of nigga that run down on niggas and throw it in your face. A lot of niggas do that too. I want to talk about that too. A lot of niggas do that, and that's whack. That's not the way to do your clothes shit. I will wear my shit, and niggas be like, yo, bro, that's fly. What is that? And they thinking that that's some designer shit. And then when I tell them it's my shit, they surprised, and then they cop out. And that's how you do it. You don't run down on niggas and you force niggas to buy your shit. That's whack, bro.
That's bad.
I could have been doing that to niggas. I never
hustling.
did that.
I hate that shit.
I don't make niggas do
Don't
that.
force your product on me.
You forcing it. I done had niggas who sell clothes ask me, oh, what you been up to? Knowing that I sell clothes. And still not force me, because ain't nobody gonna force me to do nothing. I don't get extorted. Niggas don't force me to do nothing. But because I'm not like these other niggas, that's another thing too. Niggas be having clothing brands and I be supporting niggas shit. I ain't got no problem supporting niggas shit. I done spent money with niggas, no problem. Them niggas ain't spent $1 with me. And I don't spend money so they can spend money with me. I spend money with them because I'm not that nigga. I'm not a lame ass nigga. I want to see you win. Even if you doing the same thing as me and I feel like you being funny, I'ma pay still. I'ma look out. I'ma look out for your shit. Like, you feel me? Because I know maybe you just in that bad space. You in a bad space right now, and I got a good idea, and you see my idea, so you wanted to run with it, and I get it. Niggas be doing shit like that who unoriginal and they don't got it like that. But like, you feel me? That's what it be like. But I never stop supporting other niggas because they don't support me. And niggas be on that whack ass shit. That shit be lame. Niggas be like, oh, that nigga ain't never buy nothing from me. I'm not buying nothing from him. But when I see niggas out buy whatever they got just to do it, I'm not gonna wear it. I might not even put that shit on.
Another thing too
that
is
be
like,
trash quality.
Listen, I be wanting to support like people, but at the end of the day, like, your shit gotta be hard.
Your shit.
Too.
A lot of people want you to support
I love
their
to support
their music.
I'm not supporting no half-ass shit.
It's trash. It's not
Nobody
good.
supporting no
It's not
half-ass
good.
shit. If I feel your t-shirt and it feel rough and I feel like I gotta wash it with some fabric softener or something like that, I'm not gonna wear it. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna not buy
the
it.
music too, like anything, whatever you do, if it's your craft, if it's not matching up to like quality, I don't want to be involved with it. Stop trying to sell it to me. If I don't believe in what you're like selling, stop trying to sell it to me.
Niggas be forcing.
I would have approached you if I wanted to buy it.
And I'm not the first nigga to sell clothes out here. I want to get that done. I want to make sure that that's known. But I am the first rapper. I am the first rapper to have a merch line, a real merch line. And yes, it's LLC. It's a business. It's really that. Like, you feel me? It's more than just a LLC. I got a whole record label, and the merch shit is right underneath that. And nigga, I did a lot of shit that a lot of niggas didn't do, and now they might be doing it. So that's why y'all niggas ain't see me too much with too much clothes and shit like that. I'm trying to let all the other shit die out, cause what's it called? Not population control. Because they say like the herd gonna thin itself out. You know what I'm saying? Like basically the weak links is gonna fall out. Like you feel me? Like so all that other bullshit. Like you feel me? It might be here right now, but you feel me? Later on, it's not gonna be here. I could fall back. My ideas come by the million. I could keep coming up with ideas. That's not nothing. Y'all niggas can't. Y'all might be waiting for me to be dropping shit. So I'm gonna let y'all niggas die out, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do the shit that I be doing. Because I was the nigga really running around and doing that. I don't like how niggas be trying to take that on and be running around with it, and then they be trying to not give me no credit. That's another thing what I want to say about this rap shit. And I'm not a salty ass nigga. I don't care about none of that shit. That shit really for the birds. But on some real shit, niggas be out here talking about all these other niggas that inspired them and all these other niggas that made niggas want to rap and this, that, and the third. I'm one of the niggas who made you niggas want to rap. I'm one of the niggas who made you niggas want to sell clothes. I'm one of the niggas who made you niggas want to have a brand, have like something that niggas could stand on and be firm with. Nigga, this CTOGS shit, you can't name a nigga that really played with that shit. Like, you can't. Like, you feel me? This shit is solid, nigga, and this goes beyond the clothes. And you go to the club and you see niggas wearing it. I could bring you to a smoke shop every day, and I don't tell this nigga to wear it, and he got the shit on all day, every day. Nigga, my name and what I did and the wave that I did, that I created is not gonna die. Y'all, a lot of niggas gonna ride it out, you feel me? And they gonna try to do their thing on it, you feel me? And try to get their little extras off. And they could do that because this shit is not gonna die for me. It's gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep making new music. I'm only gonna get better. I've been rapping for a very long time. I just started taking it serious when I turned 18. I'm older now, but only taking it serious when I turned 18. When I know I was nice enough to be taking it serious in high school, I just chose not to. So I let a couple niggas get ahead of me who was been doing this shit. Not let them get ahead, but I gave niggas a head start. Go ahead, you can do whatever you want. I'm not rushing this shit. I know my shit gonna come. That's why I didn't rush videos. If you see, I don't got a million videos. I'm not gonna have videos out with a whole bunch of niggas that I don't fuck with no more. Niggas be having that going on. I'm not with that. My shit is authentic. And even though that may be the case nowadays, I didn't see it coming. And I didn't see it coming at all. I held off on a lot of videos thinking that everything got to be right and they got to be the right people. And then I thought I had the right people. And, niggas end up, people change. That shit happens. I don't really feel no way about it. But that shit happens. But you got to understand how I feel at the end of the day as an artist who got you showcased in my videos and shit like that. Like, you feel me? And when you did some shit that's not right and shit like that, and that goes for anybody, because there's mad niggas that I done been in videos and been around them, and I done been in other niggas' videos and shit like that. Like, you feel me? And that's just me showing love, and them niggas end up switching on me and shit like that. That shit be whack. Like, you feel me? I done showed niggas love, especially with this music shit. I was one of the niggas telling niggas, yo, you could come record at my crib. Niggas I don't even invite niggas to my crib. I was letting niggas record at my crib. I'm recording niggas. I'm giving niggas pointers. I'm doing all type of shit. So I say that to say this. Niggas need to start giving the credit where it's due. If you gonna keep giving it to them other niggas and for what? I don't get it. That shit is lame as hell to me. If you could give credit to another man, especially a nigga that you'll never meet, like how niggas be dick eating Drake and shit like that, you gonna give credit to a nigga you ain't never meet. You met a nigga who
Drake
put
is
it
the GOAT, though.
Yeah, nah, he do his thing, but you can't.
He's a bad nigga.
You can't notice. You can't say you don't notice all the shit that somebody that's in your town is doing, and the noise he's making. Like, you can't do that. And then when a nigga like Drake do something,
I think that's that content goes into how people digest shit, though. Like, the music Drake makes, people digest that a certain way. So some people might see what you're doing, but they're not entertained by it.
I don't think that's the case, unfortunately. Because I don't make music that's not... I might not make party music, but my music is very entertaining, especially if you can relate to it.
I don't think Drake...
If anything, Drake is a very good comparison. Now, aside from the stuff that I'm doing when I'm freestyling and shit like that, Rich, what would you say? As far as pain music and shit like that, Drake makes a whole bunch of other music too, but when it comes down to pain shit, that's a nigga that, like, you feel me, you can kind of compare the lanes. My shit is not, like, far-fetched from that type of stuff.
My boy RedCarpetRich, I want to thank you for coming down. It's been a pleasure.
Oh, yeah.
Anything you want to throw out there at last minute?
Last minute. No, it's about to be over with right now. RedCarpetRich on Instagram, Twitter, everything else. I got mad music dropping. that same bag that Lil Wayne was in when he was going crazy. I'm in that, so I'm about to just be flooding shit. Y'all niggas be on the lookout. I'm coming for everything. Basically, y'all niggas better just strap your fucking boots on, nigga. Shit about to get real. Shit about to get real, nigga. Oh yeah, and cut through the gun smoke. Hope y'all niggas know that. That's the label. That's the brand. We got a lot of shit coming. And even with this HQ shit, I'm glad to be a part of this. I tell these niggas all the time, I'm trying to get further involved into this. You feel me? Because a nigga like me on that squad, you know.
It's the highest quality.
You feel me? The highest quality. You feel me? So feel me? Yeah, man. Basically, I send y'all off, man. Stop being fucking weird, man. Give me my fucking flowers. You heard? Y'all niggas know what's up, nigga. Y'all niggas know what I do, nigga. Y'all niggas know how influential I am, man.